So it should come as no surprise that I can't have a Pokemon Unite channel without helping you trainers pick your top lane Pokemon. Well, right here in this video and in no particular order, I do just that. Also, this goes without saying, but you already know to hit that subscribe button so the YouTube algorithm works in your favor by pushing more Pokemon content your way, and of course to help this channel grow so it can reach more trainers to help them too. So the first Pokemon, which shouldn't come as a surprise to most, is going to be Cinderace. Now, the two biggest reasons why he's an excellent laner are because he has insane attack power and also has the speed to make your opponents literally want to quit the game. Running Blaze Kick adds another layer of mobility advantage with him, while going Pyro Ball also allows you to easily steal important objectives like Zapdos, Dreadnought, and Rotom. During the early game, you should focus on getting farm to level up quicker, but if you see enemies with low health, you can always dive with low sweep, then use Ember to secure the kill. Since he is a late bloomer, you want to make sure though that you try to level him up as fast as you can, so that way late game you can take full advantage of his attack output. His best held items to equip are going to be Buddy Barrier, Scope Lens, and Muscle Band. Next we have Wigglytuff. Now, she is best played in bottom lane, but is also decent in top lane as well. The reason why she is a good choice is because she has very high defensive stats and also has high damage potential even though she is a support role. You will see, however, she is fairly weak in the early game, so just keep that in mind as you try to level up with her during the match. She is the only support Pokemon in the roster who does not offer the traditional heals and shields, but instead utilizes damage and disabling abilities to generate advantages for her team. So if you like playing support and enjoy stunning while also having a good damage output, then Wigglytuff is going to be a good option for you. Her best items to equip are going to be Buddy Barrier, Focus Band, and also Score Shield. Alright, my third Pokemon on the list is going to be Hoopa, and as we all know, Hoopa is very OP and is very much an S tier Pokemon in this game, because if played effectively, he can help ally Pokemon heal and can give movement speed to its team. You'll find that Hoopa can either be played in top or bottom lane, with none being more optimal than the other. Now, Hoopa's strengths and reasons for being on this list are because it's very versatile, has strong lane presence both late and early game, and is also very mobile for a support with the ridiculously strong Unite move. In fact, fragile and low mobility Pokemon such as Cramorant or Decidueye don't have any direct counter to its Unite moves, so they are typically very easy matchups for him. The best moveset to choose in my opinion is going to be Shadow Ball and Trick. Now, Trick has proven to be a more reliable support move compared to Hyperspace Hole in the current meta, since it provides constant buffs and shielding to an ally. On the other hand, Shadow Ball provides more consistent range damage compared to Phantom Force. The best held items to equip with it are going to be Buddy Barrier, Muscle Band, and also Focus Band. Fourth on the list, and a personal favorite of mine, is going to be Lucario. Now, he is a very well balanced Pokemon combining both speed and attack power into his build. If you want to take full advantage of Lucario's power, then I suggest you go with Bone Rush and Extreme Speed, which will offer you insane mobility and damage throughout the game. You can endlessly dash in and out of battles while dealing high damage and secure plenty of kills when enemies try to run away. Extreme Speed also allows you to steal objectives such as Dreadnought and Zapdos a pretty decent amount. Some easy targets for Lucario are going to be any attacker role Pokemon and any low defense Pokemon, since they all fall fairly quickly to his hard hitting and endless combos. The best held items for Lucario are going to be Attack Weight, Razor Claw, and also Muscle Band. With our fifth Pokemon, we have the giant stapler Duraludon. Now, apart from stapling papers together in his spare time, he does like to dish out a lot of damage in the lane. The most effective way you'll want to play him is to stay behind the lines and wait for the enemy team to commit to a fight. Fortunately, Duraludon's kit has a decent enough range for you to pressure enemies from afar without the need to face them head on. Also, keep in mind, like with other attackers, Duraludon is not a durable Pokemon and can be easily pressured, which can force you to make wrong moves if you get too aggressive. When running Flash Cannon, be careful as this move leaves you open to being piled on by multiple enemies at once. For this reason, equipping Eject Button with him is a good mobility tool and can help you get out of sticky situations. And as far as his best moveset, I think you should probably go with Dragon Pulse plus Steel Rock. And his best held items are going to be Buddy Barrier, Muscle Band, and Scope Lens. However, Focus Band is a good alternative as well. And next up we have Eldegoss, who has been a long time S and A tier Pokemon. She comes in with tons of strengths such as heals and shields, the ability to grant move speed to allies, and good attack range. Great in top lane, but even more excellent in bottom lane, this little killer cotton ball is always a good choice for any team. Now, the trick to fully utilizing her abilities really relies in how you position her and good awareness at all times. Knowing when to stay back or close to your allies is what will enable you to grant heals, shields, and movement speeds at the appropriate times. Furthermore, if you want to run for a continuous heal sort of build, then go with Pollen Puff. But if instead you like going for a movement speed playstyle, then run with Leaf Tornado. The best way to play her is to stick to your teammates that deal damage. Since she is a support, she's at her best when not dealing damage, but rather using her abilities to sustain the health of her and her allies in battle. Her Unite move is one of the most powerful tools since it can help you survive longer, disable enemy Pokemon, and heal your teammates all in one. Just be sure to use it during a fight with your whole team to get the most out of it. And the best held items are going to be Buddy Barrier, Muscle Band, and Experience Share. However, Score Shield is a viable option as well. Next Pokemon on the top 10 list is going to be Pikachu, and in this list, Pika is probably one of the best when it comes to crowd control. Even though she's really squishy, she offers good damage sustain and attack range that is extremely deadly, especially in the early game. Running Electro Ball and Thunderbolt is a great build, however doing Thunder and Thunderbolt isn't too shabby either. It just depends what you want. The choice of running Thunder or Electro Ball should be made based on your playstyle. A chase down playstyle would prefer Electro Ball, while a poking playstyle Pikachu would be better off with Thunder. Thunderbolt is just a must-have for team battles as it locks down any enemies caught within the AoE with a long stun. Stopping enemies in team fights is the top priority, and Pikachu can offer this advantage if you choose to use her correctly. I'd say the best way to play her is to try to remember to pair up with any ally, since Pikachu is a glass cannon, meaning it has high damage output, but it's also so squishy that she can die pretty easily, so try to never fight alone. The best items to equip with this mighty mouse will be Buddy Barrier, Focus Band, and Muscle Band. However, Choice Specs is a good alternative as well. At number 8, we also have Blissey, that comes to the list with the highest HP Pokemon in the game. For some, this may come as a surprise, but since her moves can restore HP and she has a very good Unite move, this makes her for an excellent lane support either in top or bottom lane. If you want to go full support build with her, run with Safeguard and Helping Hand. This moveset essentially makes sure that your allies are not being hindered by any debuff while being able to dish out lots of damage. With Helping Hand providing increased attack speed, damage, and movement speed, you can basically turn your team into a nightmare in a match. When playing early game, she can easily hang since her basic attacks become boosted every few seconds, allowing her to deal good damage in a single attack for a killing blow or securing wild Pokemon. And yeah, you want to be sure that you stay near your allies with her, especially the ones that dish out damage, to help them stay in the fight longer and therefore give you better chances to win the fight. Oh, and it's also best to use her Unite move on the strongest ally since it gives them shield, but it also buffs their offense by increasing the attack and special attack. So it's just basically super important to use it on Pokemon that are the damage dealers of your team. With number 9, we have everyone's favorite turtle, Blastoise. Now, some of you may be like, whoa, a defender? Come on, Ezreddin. But guys, Blastoise has high HP and long range attacks. He can easily control enemy movement with a Hydro Pump and Surf build, which is arguably his best one. This moveset gives him very good crowd control and gives you the ability to disrupt enemy formation, causing them to get displaced and isolated, and easier for your team to pick them off. He's also very good in early and mid game by being able to use Water Gun in lane to push enemies in your desired direction to set up for ganks for easy KOs. This is one of the best things you can do with his earlier evolutions and can help with defending your goals too as well. His best items to equip are going to be Buddy Barrier, Muscle Band, and Focus Band. Top or bottom lane is good, with none being more favorable than the other. And the last Pokemon has one of the strongest early games, and that is going to be Alolan Ninetales. With her freeze, stun, and knockback abilities, this allows her to give her team an upper hand if she can be used properly. Just remember that since she is pretty squishy, you need to make sure when using her you don't catch yourself playing too aggressively, especially against a Talon or a Pikachu. That being said though, she is still very capable and can deal heavy amounts of damage to other Pokemon with insane combos. For example, one of the best combos that you can use with her, and in my opinion one of the best in the game, is going to be Avalanche and Blizzard, because if successful, enemies are both disabled and dealt massive blows to their health. The trick to this is to always start with Avalanche and cast it directly at your targets, and after the ice wall appears, immediately follow up with Blizzard to knock back enemies and freeze them for a small duration. Adding her Unite move at the end of this combo will also allow you to deal massive area damage, and is good for picking off enemies with low health. One thing to keep in mind though is she does sort of drop off in the late game, but if you can take advantage of her early and mid game and secure kills and create a big enough level gap, she can still be very deadly in the late game. I recommend using Buddy Barrier, Muscle Band, and Focus Band for her held items. And that's it, trainers. I hope this video clears some stuff up for you guys. Thanks for joining me right here on the Ezra channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.